Now this 74% in FDI this is the new 74% in FDI in pharma. So the 75 can also go up to 100% by just having a cursory review by the FIPB. So if you look at the standing committee recommendations of 2013, sir, it was very clearly mentioned there that this increase in FDI would take the cost of medicine prices would go up for the common man. Plus, sir, there is, for example, in Bengal, 48 to 77% discount is being given on medicines. Sir, my supplementary is, sir, what steps is the government taking to make medicines affordable and ensure that the domestic market is not affected by FDI, and the campaign which they call Make in India is actually become a campaign Take from India?
That's not a question.
So that's a comment to a question.
So just ask the question.
So my question, sir. Okay.
All right.
You want me to withdraw the slogan, then I will withdraw?
Yes, please do.
Thank you.
Please do. No slogans in question time.
So, thank you for explaining the question that was put with a lot of narrative. Controlling spurious drugs is a very important thing because Indian pharmaceutical companies have achieved a certain stage internationally for producing quality goods. As we have said in the written answer, we don't maintain statistics about how many withdrawals have been made by our companies, whereas from the websites of those regulatory bodies in countries abroad where the imports happen, we have extracted some information which has been provided in the answer. The steps that we take, and because this industry has already achieved a certain level of international acceptance and quality, we have found that majority of the spurious drugs which are going around are unfortunately being manufactured elsewhere with countries from where using Made in India brand and the brand names which are used by the Indian pharmaceuticals, spurious drugs are being sent both within India and also exported to countries where we have an export. So the steps that we are taking are to ensure that quality medicine is available for Indians as much as when we export, quality medicines go abroad, because the brand image that Indian pharmaceuticals have created for themselves cannot be upset either for the Indian consumers or the patients or for people who want the imports.
Thank you. Second question.
I accept the answer on the quality from the minister. I appreciate that, sir. My second supplementary, sir, is cancer and thalassemia drugs. These are critical drugs, sir. Now, the exemptions which were granted by the CBEC from 5%, sir, that was removed. So since then, it's gone from 0.5 to 10%, sir. So there's been an increase, sir, and these drugs for cancer and for thalassemia and many other critical drugs, sir. So this withdrawal of this exemption has created an impact. My question, sir, is what is the current status of these exemptions? And has the government taken any specific steps to ensure that the prices of these, because 15 drugs, sir, were in fact withdrawn. 15 drugs, the exemption on these 15 drugs were withdrawn. So, sir, I have no questions on the quality. I accept that answer. But then what steps will the government take to ensure that the critical drugs, as outlined by the WHO and the National List of Essential Medicines, for example, for cancer and thalassemia, are kept to affordable limits where everyone can afford it?
Thank you.
Regular and periodic consultations happen on this particular concern of life-saving drugs. The NPPA and the Ministry of Health regularly review and essentially trying to hold the prices of these life-saving drugs well under control so that it is made available and affordable for all. These periodic reviews are done in all seriousness, and I've participated in many of them, and we can only say that these reviews being done by Ministry of Health and the NPPA aims to ensure that such drugs are available and also at affordable rate.
Sir, I respect religious sentiments. I deeply respect the worship of the cow. But while venerating the cow, how can you mock and ridicule the oppressed whose only job is